The 7 crystal systems are cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, hexagonal, rhombohedral. It is the order given in your NCERT textbook. So here you can use another short form to understand or to remember these names. C, Tom, THR. C, Tom, THR. C, cubic, T, tetragonal, O, orthorhombic, M, monoclinic, T, triclinic, H, hexagonal, R, rhombohedral. We can see it in detail how the variations are taking place or why these crystal systems are different. Okay, you see cubic. In cubic unit cell, the edges A, B, and C are equal. Angles alpha, beta, gamma are equal and equal to 90 degree. Sodium chloride is a cubic crystal. Copper is a cubic crystal. Zinc sulfide, that is zinc blend, is a cubic crystal. Tetragonal. Here, what is the difference between cubic and tetragonal? Only one difference. It's two edges will be different. The length of the two edges will be different. B and C are not equal, but A and B are equal. If length and breadth are equal, its height will be a different distance. If length and heights are equal, breadth will be a different distance. That is, A is equal to B, not equal to C. Alpha, beta, gamma equal to 90. Example, titanium dioxide, TiO2. Tin, white tin is an example. Calcium sulfate, another example. Orthorhombic. In orthorhombic, you can see the three sides are different, three edges are different. A not equal to B, not equal to C. But alpha, beta, gamma equal to 90 degree. Orthorhombic, rhombic sulfur is an example. Rhombic sulfur, that is an allotrope of sulfur. Rhombic sulfur is an example. Barium sulfate, another. Calcium sulfate tetragonal, but barium sulfate orthorhombic. Matchbox. You are familiar with the matchbox. In matchbox, if you analyze the edge lengths, you can see A not equal to B, not equal to C, but alpha, beta, gamma equal to 90 degree. So matchbox represent or orthorhombic crystals resembles orthorhombic unit cells resembles matchbox. Now monoclinic. Monoclinic A not equal to B, not equal to C, as in the case of orthorhombic. But here angles are also different. Alpha equal to gamma equal to 90, but beta not equal to 90. Monoclinic sulfur is an example. That is another allotrope of sulfur. Monoclinic sulfur. So monoclinic, A not equal to B, not equal to C. Alpha and gamma are equal to 90 degree, but beta not equal to 90 degree. Triclinic. Triclinic, A not equal to B, not equal to C. Alpha not equal to beta, not equal to gamma, not equal to 90. Total difference. A not equal to B, not equal to C. Alpha not equal to beta, not equal to gamma, not equal to 90. Potassium dichromate is an example. All the edge lengths are different and the angles are also different. The next one is hexagonal. Graphite is an example. Hexagon, you know the properties of hexagon. The length will be equal, edge length will be equal, but the angle will be 120. So here A equal to B, edge lengths are equal, not equal to C. Height will be different. Not equal to C, height will be different. Alpha and beta equal to 90, but gamma equal to 120 degree. In a hexagon, when you measure the angle, you can see it is 120 degree. Gamma is equal to 120 degree. Graphite is an example. Zinc oxide, another example. The last one, rhombohedron. A equal to B equal to C. Alpha equal to beta equal to gamma, but not equal to 90 degree. Calcium carbonate is an example for that, calcite. So here if you see the variations, A equal to B equal to C, A equal to B not equal to C, A not equal to B not equal to C, A not equal to B not equal to C, A not equal to B not equal to C, A is equal to B not equal to C, A is equal to B is equal to C. You can see from the two sides the variations are same. First and last is same. Second, and here these two are same. In the middle, these three are same, A not equal to B not equal to C. And in the case of angles, first three, alpha equal to beta equal to gamma equal to 90. Then the fourth one, alpha equal to gamma equal to 90, but beta not equal to 90. Fifth one, alpha not equal to beta not equal to gamma not equal to 90. Sixth one, alpha and beta equal to 90, gamma 120. The last one, alpha, beta and gamma are equal, but they are not equal to 90. These are the 7 crystal systems. Here, this portion I didn't mention anything about this portion, possible variations. That we can see in the next slide, that is known as Bravais lattices. There are 14 types of Bravais lattices. 7 crystal systems are present, but in this 7 crystal system, different arrangements are possible. Already we discussed there are two types, primitive and centered unit cells. So based on the number of primitive and centered unit cells, each crystal system contains 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 varieties of unit cells. Altogether, we will get 14 types of Bravais lattices. That we can see here. Types of Bravais lattices. Primitive, simple cubic unit cell. The crystal system is cubic unit cell. It can exist in 3 types. The first one, primitive or simple cubic. Particles are present only at the corners. From this figure, it is very clear. Particles are present only at the corners. And the second one, body center. Particles are present at the corners and also at the center of the body. At the body center, you can see one more. One more arrangement is there. Particles are present at the corners and also at the center of each face. How many faces are present? 1, 2, 3, here 4, 5, 6. 6 faces are present. ഒരു ക്യൂബ് എടുത്ത് തിരിച്ചും മറിച്ചും നോക്കിയാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും അതിന് 6 ഫേസസ് ഉണ്ട്. 6 ഫേസിന്റെ സെന്ററിലും ഓരോ പാർട്ടിക്കിൾ ഉണ്ടാവും. That is face-centered cubic. Our discussion is limited to this cubic system. And you can see the remaining. It is tetragonal unit cell. 2 types are present, primitive and body-centered. And it is orthorhombic. 4 types of unit cells are present in orthorhombic. Primitive, end-centered, body-centered, and face-centered. Cubic 3, Then we saw 2, now 4. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 4, 9. Monoclinic. There are two types of primitive and end-centered. So 9 plus 2, 11. Now it is a hexagonal lattice, only one. Only one is present. Only the primitive. 12. Now it is rhombohedral. Here also only one is present, only the primitive. 13. Triclinic. Here also only primitive is present and it is the 14th type. So these are the Bravis lattices, 14 types of Bravis lattices. I told you our discussion is only about cubic unit cells. Which are the different types of cubic unit cell? Primitive or simple cubic, body-centered cubic, and face-centered cubic. Now we have to calculate the number of particles present in each type of cubic unit cells. The first one is primitive. First one is primitive. It is primitive unit cell. Particles are present only at the corners. This figure, it is not correct. It is only to understand the spheres are arranged separately. You can see the lines between the spheres, but actually the spheres are touching each other. It is the correct arrangement of spheres in a cubic unit cell. There is no space between. The spheres are touching each other. This is the exact representation. And when you consider this one corner, if another unit cell is present in this side to the right, it will be shared by that one also. If another one is present in the back side, now it is shared by 3, this side, 4. Similarly, 4 unit cells above this sphere are also possible. So total 8 unit cells are sharing one particle here. One particle here. So here you can see it will be joined through this one. It will be joined through this one. It will be joined through this one to the upper side. So here 1, 2, 3. And when another one is attached here, 4. Similarly, above, in the upper portion also there will be 4. So total 8 unit cells will share one corner of a unit cell. Total 8 unit cells share one corner of a unit cell. Therefore, contribution from one corner is 1/8. ഒരു കോർണറിൽ നിന്ന് അതിൻ്റെ 8-1 മാത്രമേ ആ യൂണിറ്റ് സെല്ലിന് അവകാശപ്പെടാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. Only 1/8 of a particle from a corner belongs to one unit cell. So how many such corners are present? 8 corners. So total number of particles, 8 into 1/8 equal to 1. Contribution from one corner, 1/8. Number of corners, 8. So total number of particles, 8 into 1/8 equal to 1. Now body-centered cubic. Particles are present at the corners and one particle is present at the body center. So here the calculation is very simple. What is the total contribution from corner? 1. And the particle present in the body center that is not shared by any other unit cell. That is well within the unit cell. Here you can see in this picture. It is not shared by any other unit cell. Here also you can see. Here, if you observe this figure, you can see some space between the particle because of the presence of a particle at the body center. The particles at the corner are not joined directly. There is a gap. So here, total contribution from the corner 1, 8 into 1 by 8, 1, and contribution from the body center 1, total number of particles 2. Now the third one, face-centered cubic. In face-centered cubic, particles are present at the corners, so total contribution from the corner 1. But here at the face center, you listen, it is exactly half of a sphere, isn't it? That means a particle at the face center is shared by 2 unit cells. If you place another particle here, this remaining half will be present with the next unit cell that is placed here. So contribution from one face center is 1 by 2. How many faces? 6. So what is the total contribution from 6 faces? 6 into 1 by 3, 1 by 2 equal to 3. 6 into 1 by 2 equal to 3. That you can see. Contribution from 8 corners 1. Contribution from 1 face center half. Contribution from 6 face center 6 into half is equal to 3. Total number of particles plus 3 equal to 4. So we can summarize. In simple cubic, what is the total number of particles? 1. In body-centered cubic, total number of particles 2. In face-centered cubic, total number of particles 4. Now based on this, there are problems. You can see a problem here. A compound formed by elements A and B a cubic structure in which A atoms are at the corners. A atoms are at the corners of the cube and B atoms are at the face centers. Derive the formula of the compound. So from the question it is very clear, it is a face-centered cubic crystal in which A atoms are at the corners and B atoms are at the face centers. What will be the formula? What is the total contribution from corner? 1. So how many A particles will be present or A atoms will be present? Only 1. But B atoms are at the face centers. What is the total contribution from face center? 3. Total contribution from face center 3. 6 into half equal to 3. So number of B atoms 3. So what will be the formula? AB3.